ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ ප්‍රථම වරට SLT 4G වෙතින් දැන් Pure TV නරඹන්න. ඉදිරියටම ගෙන යන SLT 4G.
ලෙන්ගතුකම වැඩි කරගන්න ලව්ජු රුපියල් 50ට අඩු කළා.
මාමේ එන්න අපිට එකක් බොමු.
Fearing the inevitable, Sri Lanka announces first domestic coronavirus infection as country gears up for the worst. Leadership race. Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna signs off district leaders' nomination papers for 17 out of 22 districts. The country awaits. Fuel price revision proposal to be taken up at Cabinet tonight. Announcement due tomorrow. Catching up with the world. The central bank names 2020 as the year of digital transactions.
The launch of 2020 as the year of digital transaction indicates the acceptance of digital as a means of transforming Sri Lanka's financial sector.
All this and more coming up this Wednesday, the 11th of March 2020.
ට SMS කර රුපියල් මිලියන 3ක මුල්තැන්ගේ උපකරණ දිනාගෙන අවුරුද්දෙම කුස්සිය ටයිම් සේව් කරගන්න.
From AdaDerana, this is AdaDerana First at 9. Live from Studio 24 in Colombo.
As the world looks to contain a developing pandemic due to novel coronavirus, Italy is on lockdown and UK's health minister tests positive for COVID-19. In Sri Lanka, Director General of Health Services Dr. Anuja Singh today announced that Sri Lanka's first positive coronavirus case has been detected and has been admitted to the National Institute of Infectious Diseases for treatment. Now, the patient, a chauffeur tourist guide, had reportedly contracted the virus from an Italian tour group that he guided on a 5-day-long tour of the country, raising the likelihood of further infections. Investigations are currently underway to determine the locations and tourist hotels that the group and the tour guide had frequented.
52-year-old Jayant Derana, a chauffeur guide lecturer, has been confirmed as the first COVID-19 infected local this morning. He has been admitted to the Infectious Diseases Hospital in Angoda on Monday, displaying coronavirus symptoms. Ranasinghe had guided a group of Italian tourists who toured Sri Lanka from the 3rd to the 8th of March and had visited Sigiriya, Polonnaru and Kandy, lodging in local hotels in the area.
දැන් උදෑසන සිට ඔහුගේ පවුලේ උදවිය ඒ වගේම ඔහු ආගිය තැන්වල ඒ සම්බන්ධ වෙච්ච උදවිය ඒ වගේම ඒ සමග සිටි ඉතාලි ජාතිකයන් සම්බන්ධ වුණු ස්ථාන සම්බන්ධයෙන් ඒ විමර්ශනය කරගෙන යනවා ඒ අනුව ඒ අයට අවශ්‍ය පියවර ගනු ලබනවා.
Following this revelation, the Chauffeur Tourist Guide Lecturers Association of Sri Lanka has informed their members via SMS to undergo health checks if they have also lodged in the same hotel stayed at by the Italian group. In the meantime, 19 patients are being treated in a number of hospitals displaying coronavirus symptoms. Meanwhile, 570 tourists and Sri Lankans that arrived from South Korea, Italy and Iran have been quarantined in Batiklo and Kandakadu today.
අපි ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා විශේෂයෙන් මේ රෝගය පැතිරී තිබෙන රටවල් වලින් ලංකාවට පැමිණෙන සියලු දෙනා අනිවාර්යෙන්ම දින 14ක නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථානයක එම කටයුතු වලට අනිවාර්යෙන්ම අපි සම්බන්ධ කරගත යුතු වෙනවා. මේක යම්කිසි අවදානමකට දිගින් දිගටම ලක් වුණොත් අපිට සිද්ධ වෙයි මහජනයා එක රාශි වීම වගේ දේවල් නවත්තන්න. හැබැයි ඉතින් ඒක අදම කළ යුතුයි කියලා අපි විශ්වාස කරන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ වගේම මේ සම්බන්ධයෙන් දීර්ඝව ආණ්ඩුවක් විදියට වගකීමකින් කටයුතු කරනවා.
මේ වන විට 570 දෙනෙක් මෙම නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථාන වලට යවලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒ අය යවන්නේ අත් වශයෙන්ම සුඛෝපභෝගී බස් රථවල ඔවුන්ට විඩාවක් ඇති ඒ රටවල් වල ඉඳලා එනකොට නමුත් යම් ක්‍රියාවලියක් තියෙනවා මොකද ගුවන් යානයෙන් බැස්ස වහාම මේ බස් රථ වලට නගවා ගැනීමේ ක්‍රමයක් නැහැ. දැන් මේ ඇතැම් අය මේ කියන නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථාන වලට යන්න අකමැත්තක් පළ කරනවා නම් ඒ තුලින් ඔවුන්ටම විශාල හානියක් කරගන්නවා. උදාහරණයක් හැටියට එසේ විස බීජ තියෙන කෙනෙක් තමන්ගේ නිවසට ගියොත් එහෙම පළවෙනි එක වයෝ වෘද්ධ මව වෙන්න පුළුවන්, පියා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, සීයා වෙන්න පුළුවන්, ආච්චි වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ අයට පළවෙනිම මේ රෝගය ලබා දෙනවා. එහෙමනම් ඇත්ත වශයෙන්ම මේ නිරෝධායන මධ්‍යස්ථාන වලට යෑම එකක් රටේ සෞඛ්‍ය අවශ්‍යතාවයක් වගේම ඒ පවුලේ සමාජිකයන්ගේ අවශ්‍යතාවයක් බව අපි තහවුරු කළා කියන්න ඕනේ.
In this backdrop, the Sri Lanka Army appealed to all individuals under quarantine to fully support this pivotal national requirement at this critical hour. In addition, the President's Media Division issued a statement requesting the public to support government measures to prevent the spread of the coronavirus in Sri Lanka. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa handed over a PRC machine that is able to detect the coronavirus to the Minister of Health Pavitra Vanyarachi this morning. Meanwhile, the global coronavirus death toll has risen to 4,302, recording 119,462 positive cases of infections worldwide. The number of countries affected has also increased up to 120. Italy, the virus epicenter in Europe, confirmed 631 deaths and 10,149 cases of infections, recording the highest death toll in the world currently. Large gatherings and outdoor events, including sports, have been banned, with bars and restaurants ordered to close at 6 p.m, while schools and universities will remain closed until April 3rd. South Korea confirmed 242 fresh cases of infections, bringing the total in Asia's worst outbreak outside of China to 7,755. So far, 61 deaths have been confirmed. The death toll in Iran has risen up to 291, confirming 8,042 cases of infection, which is the third highest in the world. Amidst the COVID-19 outbreak in the European region, the British Health Minister Nadine Dorries has tested positive for coronavirus. Further, 6 more deaths have been reported from the UK, along with 383 infections. China, meanwhile, has reported 22 new deaths, increasing its death toll up to 3,158. In the meantime, Indonesia and Panama confirmed their first COVID-19 deaths today.
Nomination papers were ceremonially signed off for district leaders from the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna at the Prime Minister's official residence in Colombo. At the occasion, a total of 17 SLPP candidates received nominations as district leaders out of a total of 22 districts being contested. Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa signed off on his own nominations document as the leader for the Kurunegala district.
The signing of nomination papers for the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna candidates took place at Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa's official residence in Vijayarama today. Former President Maithripala Sirisena also participated at the occasion. First off, the Prime Minister, alongside President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, signed off on his own nomination document, contesting as the leader from the Kurunegala district in the presence of General Secretary of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna Sagara Karyavasam and Justice of Peace Tishan Manjulave Lalage. Following this, nomination documents were signed for district leaders, including Foreign Minister Dinesh Gunawardena contesting from the Colombo district, Prasanna Rantunga from the Gampa district and Rohita Abe Gunawardena from the Kalutara district. At this point, former President Maithripala Sirisena was seen departing the premises. It was noted that no candidates were present for the signing of nominations from the Polonnaruwa district. However, nominations were signed off for district leaders Dallas Ala Peruma from the Matra district, Vasudeva Nanayakkara from the Ratnapura district, Ramesh Patirana from the Gaul district, Mahindananda Alut Gamage from the Kandy district and Arumugam Tondaman from the Nuwara district. In addition, documents were also signed for district leaders Sanat Nishanta from the Puttalam district, Shashindra Rajapaksa from the Monaragala district, Nimal Siripala de Silva from the Badulla district, SM Chandrasena from the Anuradhapura district, Susanta Punchinelame from the Trincomalee district, Namal Rajapaksa from the Hambantota district, Kanaka Herat from the Kegala district, and Kader Mastan from the Wani district. Hence, it was noted that SLPP candidates were appointed as district leaders for 17 out of the 22 districts contested.
Following intense differences of opinion between SLFP and SLPP candidates in the lead up to the general elections, some members of the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna have expressed suspicion of their SLFP colleagues' motives, predicting the possibility of their direction to the Samagi Jana Balawegaya ranks. These differences manifested when candidates from both parties addressed the media throughout the day today.
විශාල වශයෙන් අරුබුද ඇති වෙලා තිනවා පොඩි ගුවට පොඩිම නෑ මං කියන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ ගෝඨාභය රාජපක්ෂ මැතිතුමා කෙරෙහි විශ්වාසී තියලා ඒ වෙලේ අපි ගියා යම්කිසි ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් එකකට ඒ ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් එක ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්න ඕනේ ඒ ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් එක ක්‍රියාත්මක වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් ඒ ඇග්‍රීමන්ට් එක ගහන්න ගිය නායකයෝ එකේ වක්කීම ගන්න ඕනේ හැබැයි මේ නායකයෝ තමන්ගේ පැවැත්ම වෙනුවෙන් කටයුතු කරනවා නම් මං දන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂය තවත් මොනවා වෙයිද කියලා.
Meanwhile, representatives from both parties expressed opposing opinions on the situation.
දැනට ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ අදහසක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා වෙනම තරඟ කරන එක හොඳයි කියලා. හැබැයි ඒ පිළිබඳව තාම තීන්දුවක් අරගෙන නැහැ. 11 වෙනිදා ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයේ සංවිධායකවරු කැඳවලා තියෙනවා අපේ පක්ෂයේ සභාපතිතුමා විසින්. ඒ වගේම 12 වෙනිදා හවස 2ට මධ්‍යම කාරක සභාව කැඳවලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මධ්‍යම කාරක සභාවෙන් තමයි අර සංවිධායකවරුන්ගේ අදහස් සැලකිල්ලට අරගෙන තීන්දුවක් ගන්නෙ. මේ දිස්ත්‍රික්කවල තියෙන තත්ත්වයන් සැලකිල්ලට අරගෙන වෙනම තරඟ කරයි කියලා අපිට එහෙම ගැටලුවකුත් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මේ කරුණුත් එක්ක අපි කල්පනා කරනවා ශ්‍රී ලංකා නිදහස් පක්ෂයට අවම වශයෙන් අපිට වෙනම ඉල්ලුවොත් එහෙම ආසන 25ක් කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැතුව ජාතික ලයිස්තුවත් එක්ක දිනා ගන්න පුළුවන්කම තියෙනවා.
අදටත් ලොකු සැකයක් තියෙනවා මේ රට දෙවනි වරට අරාජික කරන්න කණ්ඩායමක් කඩාගෙන ගිහිල්ලා සජිත් හේතු වෙන්න ගියොත් අන්නේ ප්‍රශ්න නිසායි ප්‍රසන්න රණතුංග මැතිතුමා කිව්වේ මෛත්‍රීපාල සිරිසේන මහත්තයාට ගෑවිච්ච කෙනෙකුටවත් කතරයක් ගහලා මේ රට නැවත අරාජික කරන්න ඉඩ දෙන්න එපයි.
අපි විශ්වාස කරනවා රටේ ජනතාව පාර්ලිමේන්තුවේ විශ්වාසය දිනාගෙන අවුරුදු 5 අපිට ගෙනියන්නට පුළුවන් කණ්ඩායමක් පත් කරයි කියලා.
කවදාවත් ආණ්ඩුවක් ඇතුලේ දෙගොල්ල ගහ ගන්නවා කියන්නේ ආණ්ඩුව දුවන්න බෑ. මොකද අපේ පාක්ෂිකයෝ විශාල කඩාවැටීමකට ලක් වෙලා තිනවා. අපි එකමුතු වෙලා ඉන්නවද නැත්නම් අපි බෙදිලා ආපහු නැවත UNP ට බලය දෙනවා. මේ දෙකෙන් එකක් තමයි තීරණය කරන්නේ.
Now, the tussle between the UNP and the Samagi Jana Balawegaya continues with members of both parties posturing today. Former UNP MP Vajra Abewardena says that the party memberships will be forfeited if any MP gains membership of or pledges allegiance to another party to contest the forthcoming general election.
ඉදිරි කටයුතු ඉතාමත් සාර්ථකව කෙරෙනවා අපේ බ්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස ජනතාවගේ ඉල්ලුම තියෙන සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමාට ඒ ඉල්ලුමට හරියන සැපයුම තමයි අපි ඉදිරිපත් කළා තියෙන්නේ සජිත් ප්‍රේමදාස මැතිතුමාත් සමග කණ්ඩායමක් ඉන්නවා සමගි ජන බලවේගය දුරකථන ලාංඡනයේ චන්ද්‍ර ඉදිරිපත් වෙනවා
එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ ප්‍රබලයෝ ටිකක් අලිය ලාංඡනයනුත් ඉල්ලනවා
ඔය ඉතින් පොඩි බෙදීමක් සිද්ධ වෙයි අවසානයේදී නොමිනේෂන් එක අත්සන් කරන දවසට ඔක්කොම එකට ආවේ නැත්තම්
ඇත්ත වශයෙන් මේ කතා කරන මොහොතේත් මේ රටේ පැවතිය යුතු ආණ්ඩුව තාමත් එක්සත් ජාතික පෙරමුණේ ආණ්ඩුවයි. මොකද 19 වෙනි සංශෝධනයේ අනුව ජනාධිපතිවරයා තීරීපත් වුණත් ජනාධිපතිවරයාට අග්‍රාමාත්‍යවරයා ඉවත් කිරීමට ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවේ ප්‍රතිපාදනයක් නොමැති අවස්ථාවක පක්ෂයේ නායකයා හැටියට අග්‍රාමාත්‍යවරයා හැටියට එතුමා කල්පනා කරේ බාරකාර ආණ්ඩුවක් තබා ගැනීමෙන් මහමැතිවරණයක් සඳහා මෙහෙවීම. එය තමයි ආණ්ඩු ක්‍රම ව්‍යවස්ථාවේ තිබෙන ප්‍රතිපාදන. ඒ කුලියට ගන්න දේශපාලන පක්ෂයේ මහලේකම් මස් වුණාම කවුරු හරි පුජ්‍යලේකයේ මහලේකම් හැටියට පත් වුණාම තවත් දේශපාලන පක්ෂවල කීප දෙනෙක්ගේ තනතුරු සඳහා පත් වුණාම ඒක දේශපාලන පක්ෂයක් මිසක් ඒක සන්දානයක් හැටියට සකස් වෙන ක්‍රියාවලියක් නෙවෙයි. ඒ නිසා අපිට පුළුවන් කමක් නැහැ එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ සමාජිකයෝ හැටියට තවත් දේශපාලන පක්ෂයක සමාජිකත්වයක් සඳහා ගමන් කරන්න. එතකොට යම් පිරිසක් ගමන් කරනවා නම් ඒ ගමන් කරන සියලු දෙනාගේම එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ සංවිධායකයන් එක්සත් ජාතික පක්ෂයේ නිලතල තනතුරු ඒ මොහොතේ සිට අහෝසි වෙනවා. ඒ වගේම රටේ සියලු එක්සත් ජාතික පාක්ෂිකයන් පක්ෂයේ පාවා නොදිය යුතුයි. විනයගරුක නොවන දේශපාලන පක්ෂයකට ඡන්දය භාවිතා නොකළ යුතුයි. මම හිතන්නේ ඉවත් කිරීමක් අවශ්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ අය වෙනත් නාම යෝජනා පත්‍රයකට අස්සන් තබනකොටම ඔවුන්ගේ සියලුම දූර ඔටෝමැටිකලි අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා. මුත් කරන්න අවශ්‍යතාවයක් නැහැ.
වජිර අබේවර්ධන එතුමා කියනවා ඒගොල්ලෝ අහුකුණ්ඩක නෙමෙයිලු මේ එක එක ආය හදන සන්දාන වලට යන්න.
කවන්නේ ඉල්ලලා බලමු. ජනතාව තීන්දුවක් දෙයි එයාට.
නෑ අද වෙනකොට මේ කලින් මහත්තයාගේ පැත්තේ හිටපු අය අජි මහත්තයාට එකතු වුණා ඊදෙනෙක් විතර එකතු වෙලා තියෙනවා.
සමගි ජන බලවේගයේ පීටර් දාස හිටියා മന്ത്രിවරු 55ක්. රංජන රාමනායක ඇවිල්ලා එකතු වුණාන් පස්සේ 56ක් වුණා. ඊට පස්සේ ඊයේ කාර්යාලය අරනකොට අලුතෙන් ආයෙ ඇවිල්ලා හිටියා කාවින්ද ජයවර්ධන, රාජී සේනාරත්න, ලක්ෂ්මන් කිරියල්ල. මම හිතන්නේ තව සුමාන දෙයක් විතර යනකොට ඔක්කොම ටික ඇවිල්ලා ඉඳී රනිල් වික්‍රමසිංහ ඇරෙන්න.
මම පැහැදිලිව කියන්න කැමති සමගි ජන බලවේගය තුල ගජමිතුරු දේශපාලනය නන්නේ. අපි සුදුස්සාට සුදුසු තැන ලබා දෙනවා. හැම සංවිධායකවරයෙක්ම හැම മന്ത്രിවරයෙක්ම ප්‍රාදේශීය සභා පළාත් සභා පාර්ලිමේන්තු හැම දෙනාම ශක්තිමත් කරනවා.
The hearing of the writ application filed by lawyers representing absconding former Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake, Perpetual Treasury's owner Arjun Aloysius and two Central Bank officials, Sangarapillai Padmanathan and Indika Saman Kumara, seeking the cancellation of warrants issued for their arrest, was postponed to tomorrow when taken up by a three-member bench at the Court of Appeals today. The Attorney General's Department had earlier on in the day requested the case be heard by a three-member bench, citing intense public scrutiny of the proceedings.
Lawyers representing former Finance Minister Ravi Karunanayake, Perpetual Treasury's owner Arjun Aloysius, and two Central Bank officials Sangarapillai Padmanathan and Indika Saman Kumara filed a writ application in the Court of Appeal yesterday, seeking the cancellations of the warrants issued for their arrest. The writ applications were brought before Judges A.H.M.D. Nawaz and Sobhita Rajakaruna in the Court of Appeal today. However, Deputy Solicitor General Milinda Gunatilaka, appearing on behalf of the Attorney General, requested that the case be taken up before a three-judge bench given the public scrutiny the case has been subjected to. Accordingly, the request was taken into consideration and a three-member bench reviewed the petitions this afternoon. The Deputy Solicitor General also rejected the request made by the lawyers appearing on behalf of Karunanayake and Aloysius to suspend the execution of the warrant issued for their arrest, stating that the petitioners had failed to submit the letter containing the Attorney General's instructions. Deputy Solicitor General Gunatilaka pointed out that it was a legal error and therefore the court could not overrule the Attorney General's instructions. Thereafter, the hearing of the petition was postponed to tomorrow.
Now, the Presidential Commission of Inquiry probing the Easter attacks was told today of the existence of 14 Turkish companies suspected of connections to the Turkish Islamic extremist group FETÖ operating unchecked. Shortcomings in the Department of the Registrar of Companies were also revealed, mainly its ability to effectively oversee the establishment and operations of such companies in the interest of national security.
Development Officer of the Company Inspection Unit at the Department of the Register of Companies, Gunalit Vijayawardena, was summoned by the Presidential Commission of Inquiry yesterday and arrived bearing files relating to 14 registered Turkish companies under probe by the Commission. The Development Officer said that the first of these companies was started in 2008 with two Turkish directors and a Sri Lankan director. However, the directorships were transferred on 5 separate occasions between 5 other Turkish nationals. Responding to a question raised by the Commission whether the 5 men were involved in the extremist organization FETÖ, which operates in Turkey, Vijayawardena said his department was not aware of it. The Presidential Commission then questioned Vijayawardena as to whether it is possible for the individual convicted of a crime or having engaged in illegal activities to start a company or become a director under Sri Lankan law. Responding to the question raised, Vijayawardena said the Department of the Register of Companies does not have a mechanism in place to ascertain the background of directors, and that the current company registration system does not inquire into whether or not a foreigner has a valid business visa. He also went on to say that the Turkish nationals who were directors of 4 other companies were able to repatriate their profits back to their own country. The Presidential Commission has also paid special attention to a private company run by Turkish nationals as an educational institution, which had been registered on the 21st of January 2008 as Allegiant Education Private Limited and has since then been renamed twice as Peace Island Private Limited and currently Liberty International Private Limited. The witness also revealed that the Department of the Register of Companies did not monitor the functioning of the institute.
The Attorney General has issued a written response to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry probing acts of political victimization. The letter sent to the Presidential Commission of Inquiry has informed its members that the Attorney General's opinion remains that the Commission has no judicial power or authority to question the Attorney General's functions before the trial at bar. The Minister of Transport, Power and Energy Mahinda Amaraveera revealed that the proposal on the revision of fuel prices is to be presented for approval to the Cabinet of Ministers today. The Minister said the price revision will be carried out to bring prices in line with the fall of crude oil prices in the world market. The Minister added that the proposal for the price revision will be done in a manner that provides the total benefit of the price fall in the world market to the people of Sri Lanka. The proposed price revision is set to reverse fares of all services including transport. The cabinet meeting chaired by President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is currently underway. Do stay with us. We'll return with your business news on the other side of this break. Welcome back, taking you to business news. The Central Bank of Sri Lanka has named the year 2020 as the year of digital transformation in a bid to promote a cashless economy and with the aim of improving financial inclusiveness. Speaking at the ceremony, Central Bank Governor Professor W.D. Lakshman said that the embracing of digital transactions will not only help the country's rural communities get access to financial tools, but also curb corruption and prevent the flow of black money into the financial system.
The launch of 2020 as the year of digital transaction indicates the acceptance of digital transactions as a means of transforming Sri Lanka's financial sector, leading to greater financial inclusion and paving the way for enhanced economic growth. The benefits of digital transactions go beyond mere transactional convenience. Conversion to digital or less cash systems or transactions would also help to curb corruption and the flow of black money into the economy. In the present global context of widespread concern over coronavirus outbreak, the World Health Organization has identified banknotes as a possible source of spreading the virus and has suggested that people use contactless payments means instead. We have seen how digitalization has eased entry barriers to markets, corrected information anomalies, and encouraged inclusive growth policy. We all have the responsibility to give the benefits of innovative digital technology to our people, including the less well-to-do and those living in remote rural areas. For that purpose, creating awareness of digital services amongst general public is vital. Hence, the declaration of the year 2020 as the year of digital transaction.
Meanwhile, IFC Regional Director Rosie Khanna stated that Sri Lanka requires a concerted awareness campaign to increase uptake, even though the country has improved in the use of innovative digital infrastructure.
When we look at Sri Lanka, the country has made great strides in improving innovative digital financial infrastructure, but the uptake remains low. This became quite evident from the findings of the recent National Financial Inclusion Survey. The survey showed that in terms of connectivity, Sri Lanka fares well, with approximately 95% of respondents owning mobile phones and internet access, excluding mobile data, being at 19%. The ownership of credit cards and debit cards is gaining popularity among Sri Lankans. We find that Sri Lanka is still very much cash dependent. The survey highlighted that familiarity of respondents in using payment cards for retail transactions remained low. Less than 10% reported using credit cards and less than 15% a debit card. Digitalization presents tremendous opportunities and challenges. Only greater awareness can lead to better uptake of fintech services or digital financial services, so that the fintech revolution and that of digitization of the financial services industry will benefit not just a few, but many across society, and bring those unbanked and unserved customers very much into the formal financial sector fold.
Taking you to world markets, Asian shares and Wall Street futures fell today as growing skepticism about Washington's stimulus package to fight the coronavirus outbreak knocked the steam out of an earlier rally. Japan's Nikkei 225 opened down 0.55% at 19.75 today, while the broader Topics shed 0.25% at 1,403.11. The Korea Composite Stock Price Index opened nearly unchanged from the previous close. In Shanghai, the Shanghai Composite Index started slightly up at 3,001.76, while the Shenzhen Component Index fell slightly at opening. In Hong Kong, the benchmark Hang Seng Index initially opened slightly higher, rising by 18 points before dropping into the red. Asian markets made slight gains yesterday, recovering from a brutal global sell-off on Monday that was triggered by the double shock of an oil price crash and the worsening outbreak. And Fitch Ratings said that the dual impact of COVID-19 and the significant oil price shock will put pressure on some sovereign credit fundamentals and potentially ratings. It added that emerging markets will face additional risks related to commodity export receipts, capital flows and exchange rate pressures, and said it expects the economic effects of an oil shock to last longer than those from COVID-19. Nevertheless, some of the economic effects of COVID-19 are likely to linger, especially in sectors such as travel and tourism. Global policymakers will be increasingly pressed to respond to a weaker economic outlook while containing the spread of the virus, with tax revenues falling in the short term and demands on governments increasing. It added that the IMF is pointing to an urgent need for sufficient frontline health-related spending along with initiatives to confront supply and demand shocks. Fitch also highlighted that threats from low commodity prices are already manifesting due to weakened global growth prospects from COVID-19, which may be magnified by a non-recovery of oil prices from their current levels. And here in Sri Lanka, stocks gained 1.61% today, recovering from a record 4.14% plunged a day earlier, which left the benchmark at an 8-year low. The All Share Price Index today closed 82.61 points higher at 5,204.52, while the S&P SL20 of more liquid stocks gained 2.24 to close at 2,414.76. Meanwhile, market turnover reached 428.8 million rupees, while 132 stocks gained and 36 fell. Here's a brief forecast and a report of today's market performance.
Today, the secondary market witnessed mixed sentiment while recording moderate volumes with limited activities ahead of the tomorrow's bond auction. In the equity market, bourse ended in the green territory, reversing the downward trend witnessed in last 4 consecutive sessions, mainly due to the price gains made in Sri Lanka Telecom and John Keells following the recovery seen in global markets. Trades made in Access and TJL uplifted the turnover, while crossing spurt in Sun's Development Bank boosted the value. A net foreign inflow was recorded, reversing the trend witnessed in the last sessions despite low foreign participation.
And the Sri Lankan rupee ended stable at 182 rupees and 55 to 60 cents against the US dollar in the spot market today, while bond yields remain unchanged. However, the rupee ended at 182 rupees and 55 to 65 cents against the greenback yesterday. Here's a brief look at how the Sri Lankan currency traded against other major currencies of the world today. A Pakistan Air Force F-16 fighter jet crashed near a park in the capital, Islamabad, killing the pilot. According to a statement by the Pakistan Air Force, the US-built F-16 was taking part in rehearsals for an air show to be held for the National Day Parade on the 23rd of March. Police and security forces swiftly cordoned off the site in the area near several museums and golf clubs. The Pakistan Air Force said that pilot Wing Commander Norman Akram died in the crash. However, with the cause of the crash still unknown, the Air Force ordered an immediate inquiry to be conducted. And that wraps up tonight's edition of First at 9. Thank you for watching.